Hello, everyone. Welcome to Easy English. Today, we have something special for English learners who want to stop studying and start talking. We're listening to Sofia and Marco. Marco is frustrated. He studies English every day, but he still can't speak. Sound familiar? Sofia has been there too, and in this conversation, she shares exactly what changed for her and what Marco needs to change too. No complicated grammar lessons, no long vocabulary lists, just two friends, one honest conversation, and some simple advice that actually works. This episode is perfect for A1 and A2 level learners. The English is simple, the conversation is natural, and the tips are things you can start today, not someday. So grab your coffee, sit back, and listen in on Sofia and Marco. Let's go. Hey, Marco. How are you today?
Hi, Sofia. I'm okay, I guess, but I'm a little frustrated.
Oh, no. What's wrong?
It's English. I study every day. I really do, but I still can't speak it. I open my mouth and nothing comes out, or I say the wrong thing. It's embarrassing.
I totally understand. I had the same problem for a long time.
Really? But you speak English so well now. What happened?
Thank you. But trust me, I was terrible before. I studied for almost 2 years and I could not say one sentence without stopping 5 times.
That sounds like me right now. So what did you change?
A lot of things. But first, tell me, how do you study English? What do you do every day?
Well, I read my textbook, I do the exercises at the end of each chapter, I write new vocabulary words in my notebook, I study grammar rules, I try to memorize the rules, and sometimes I watch a video in English.
Okay, that sounds like a lot of work. Do you speak? Do you practice talking?
No, not really. I don't have anyone to practice with. My family doesn't speak English, my friends don't either, and I'm scared to talk to strangers.
I see. That's the problem, Marco. Reading and writing are good, but speaking is different. It's a separate skill. You need to practice it separately.
But how? Like I said, I have no one to talk to.
You don't need another person to start. You can practice alone, at home, every day.
Alone? How do you practice speaking alone?
Talk to yourself. I know it sounds strange, but it really works. When you wake up in the morning, say your routine in English. Say, I am waking up, I am tired, I want coffee, I'm going to the bathroom. Just describe what you do.
That does sound a little strange, but okay, what else?
When you cook dinner, say the steps in English. I am cutting the vegetables, I am putting oil in the pan is hot. When you walk to the store, describe what you see. There's a red car, there are 2 children, the sky is blue today. It's simple, but it makes your brain work in English.
I never thought about that. It's like making English a part of my normal life.
Exactly, that's the key. English can't be just a class or a textbook. It has to be part of your daily life.
Okay, so I can practice speaking alone. What about listening? I watch some videos in English, but I don't always understand them.
How do you watch them? With subtitles?
Yes, with subtitles in my language. Otherwise, I understand nothing.
Ah, that's the problem. When you use subtitles in your language, your eyes read the subtitles. Your brain doesn't really listen to the English. You understand the video, but you don't learn the English sounds.
So what should I do? Just turn off the subtitles and understand nothing?
Not exactly. Do it in steps. First, try English subtitles, not your language, but English words on the screen. That way, you read and listen at the same time. Your brain starts to connect the sounds with the words. Then, after some time, try with no subtitles at all. It will be hard at first, but your ears will get better, I promise.
That makes sense. Okay, what about my vocabulary? I know many words, but when I speak, I forget them. My mind goes blank.
Yes, this is so common. Do you know why this happens?
No? Why?
Because you learn words alone, just the word, not the sentence. Your brain stores the word, but it doesn't know how to use it fast. When you speak, you don't have time to think, so the word doesn't come.
So what's the solution?
Learn phrases and sentences, not just single words. For example, don't just write agree in your notebook. Write the full phrase. I completely agree with you. Don't just write sorry. Write I'm really sorry. I didn't mean that. When you learn a phrase, you learn the word and how to use it, both at the same time.
Oh, that's smart. I never do that. I always just write one word and the translation. That's it.
Yes, that's very common, but it doesn't help you speak. Phrases help you speak. Also, try to learn phrases that you actually need. What do you use English for?
Mostly for work. I send emails in English sometimes, and I have meetings with people from other countries. My boss wants me to speak in the meetings, but I always stay quiet.
Okay, so you need work English. Learn phrases for meetings. Things like, could you repeat that please? Or, I have a question. Or, I agree with that idea. Or, could we talk more about this? These are simple phrases, but they are very useful in meetings.
Yes, those are exactly the things I need to say, but I never know how to say them in the moment.
Practice them at home. Say them out loud again and again so that when the moment comes, the phrase is already in your mouth. You don't have to think.
That's a great idea. Sophia, can I ask you about grammar? I study grammar a lot, like a lot, but I still make grammar mistakes when I speak. Is grammar important?
Grammar is important, yes, but here's the thing. When you speak, you can't stop and think about grammar rules. There's no time. Real conversation is fast.
So what do I do?
Use grammar in your writing. Be careful in emails. Think about grammar when you have time. But when you speak, focus on communication. Focus on saying your idea. Even if you make a small grammar mistake, people usually understand you. Don't stop talking because of grammar. Keep going.
But I feel so embarrassed when I make a mistake.
I know, I felt the same way. But think about it. When someone speaks your language as a second language and they make a small grammar mistake, do you laugh at them?
No, of course not. I think it's great that they're trying.
Exactly. Other people think the same about you. Nobody laughs. They just want to understand you. Mistakes are normal. Mistakes are part of learning. The people who improve the fastest are the people who are not afraid to make mistakes.
That's actually really helpful to hear. I think fear is my biggest problem, more than vocabulary or grammar.
Yes, fear stops so many people. They wait until they are ready to speak, but you are never fully ready. You just have to start, and then you get better by doing it.
Okay, so I shouldn't wait. I should just try to speak more, even if it's not perfect.
Yes, exactly. Also, let me ask you, how often do you study English?
I try to study every day, but sometimes I'm busy. So maybe I study for 2 or 3 hours on Saturday, and then I don't study on Sunday or Monday.
Ah, that's a common mistake. Long study sessions are less effective than short daily sessions. Your brain learns better when it gets a little practice every single day. Even 15 minutes a day is better than 3 hours once a week.
Really? Just 15 minutes?
Yes, 15 minutes of speaking practice every day will change your English faster than you think. Your brain needs repetition. Every day, your brain builds a little more. It's like going to the gym. If you exercise once a week for 3 hours, your body changes slowly. But if you exercise every day for 20 minutes, your body changes much faster.
That's a good comparison. I never thought of it like that. Okay, so I need to be more consistent.
Yes, consistency is everything in language learning.
What about music? I listen to English music sometimes. Does that help?
Yes, it can help your listening and pronunciation, but don't just listen. Try to sing along, look up the lyrics, read them while you listen, and try to understand what the song means. It's fun, and it helps your brain.
I like that idea. I listen to a lot of American music, but I never actually try to understand the words carefully.
Try it. Pick one song, listen carefully, look up the words you don't know, then sing along. It's one of the most enjoyable ways to improve.
And what about apps? There are so many English learning apps. Are they useful?
Some are good. They help you learn vocabulary and do quick exercises, but most apps don't give you real speaking practice. They're good for review, but they can't replace real speaking. Use them as extra practice, not as your main method.
Good to know. I spend a lot of time on one app and I thought it was enough.
It's a good start, but it's not enough alone. You need to combine things: listen, speak, read, and write, and do a little of each every day.
Okay, let me try to say everything back to you. My problems were I was afraid to make mistakes. I only learned single words, not phrases. I watched videos with subtitles in my language. I studied only on some days, not every day, and I didn't speak at all, not even alone.
That's perfect. You summarized everything very well in English.
Oh, you're right. I just said all of that in English and I didn't stop once.
See, you can do it. The problem was never your brain, Marco. The problem was your habits.
I think you're right. I'm going to make a new plan. Every morning, I'll talk to myself in English for 5 minutes. I'll change my movie subtitles to English. I'll learn 5 phrases every day instead of 5 words. I'll study for 15 minutes every single day, and I'll stop being afraid of mistakes.
That is an amazing plan. If you do that every day for 2 months, you will see a big difference, I promise.
Thank you so much, Sophia. I feel so much better now. I was ready to give up, honestly.
Don't give up. You're not bad at English. You just needed better habits, and now you have them.
Thanks to you. You're the best.
You're welcome. Now go home and start talking to yourself.
Okay, I will. See you soon.
Good luck. And remember, just open your mouth and speak. That's the only secret.